December 13, 2006. I remember that day very well. I remember the morning. I was working at DV in Walnut Creek. I remember the two phone calls I got. One was from Dr. Chi, my husband's nephrologist. The other one was from the other doctor who was taking care of him at the hospital at Walnut Creek. They both said, your husband's doing well. He's going to go to a skilled nursing facility. And I said, that's fine. And so I'm just going on for the day, and I'm just trying to go through the motions of getting work done, taking care of the customers at the window. Then my supervisor also gave me a performance review that I need to finish. And I said, you know what, I'll get this done. So instead of having to rush out that day and then go visit my husband before I also went to my second job, because I was also working for Lucky's in Danville, I said, let me get this performance review done and get it over with. So I'm just busy typing it away because it's not on computers, you have to type it out. And so here I am typing it out, and then I look at the clock. I go, oh my gosh, it's 6 o'clock, and I gotta get to work and be at Danville by 7. So what did I do? I rushed to work after I put my uniform on over at the DMV. I didn't make that usual stop I made to go see my husband. Anyway, that night, there was a deja vu kind of moment, and it's like, it was about 8 o'clock, a little after that. And I felt something touching my face. I remember the moment when we were at the beach one time, several years ago. And then it kind of came for me to leave at 11 o'clock when I would have to leave and go see my husband. I said, you know, Gloria, I'm going to go and leave now. And this was my supervisor for the night. And I told her about the moment I had when I experienced that moment that night. I get to Kaiser Walnut Creek, made my usual stop at the information desk on the main floor. Got my little paper badge with your picture on it before you go on to the 3rd floor. And my husband being such an honorary patient, I kind of know everybody there on the 3rd floor, went right to the desk where he was at that certain part of the hospital floor. And before I could say, hi, how are you, to the person at that desk, I got grabbed by my elbow. And it was a charge nurse who said she wants to speak to me. She tells me, your husband passed away. I go, is this a joke? Can't be a joke. And it was. It was true. He did pass away. He had a cardiac arrest, 8:45 at night. And it was like, okay, Teresa, just move on. They told me I could see his body. Went to go see him in his room because they didn't move his body yet. And could tell the pain was gone. But to digress back, I'm going through all the motions of when 2003, when he first had his cardiac arrest. He was at the hospital, Kaiser. I went through the rituals of having to see him after work from Lucky's in Danville. Sometimes I would stop there, and if I don't make it to home, I would sleep there. I would sleep in my uniform. At least I have my clothes from the day when I was at DMV and go back in the same clothes, go back to work. And then 2004 in October, he got his right amputated below the knee. He also was going through kidney dialysis 3 days a week. And with all of that, having to go through that, 2 jobs, take care of a husband. And all I can remember is, rush, Teresa, rush, rush, rush. You got things to do, you got a list, make the list work. Anyway, this is what the problem is. We're always rushing, and we're not smelling the roses. And the majority of us tend to wrap ourselves in our work. We forget our connection with our family and our friends. And we forget how to relax. That's the main thing, is how to relax. We tend to stress more both at home and work, which leads to illnesses or disintegrating family lifestyle. So my purpose today is to inspire and empower you to live life to the fullest and enjoy it. My solutions are, enjoy the moment, and be sure you enjoy the moment, for it may not happen again. There is no way for it to rewind. 2, relax and not stress. And there's always a tomorrow. What you need to do is spend time with your family, spend time with your friends. You get home, leave everything, leave all your problems at the door. You get to work, don't take your work past that doorway, leave it there. Leave that heavy baggage there. There's no statistics, no facts for me to back this up. What I'm going to tell all of you here is to live it. Now, my sources are Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. the anniversary edition, 20th anniversary edition. The last lecture by Randy Posh. Bliss to You, Trixie's Guide to a Happy Life by Trixie Coons. She's a dog, as told to Dean Coons. The 4 arguments by Don Miguel Reese, and there was a decalogue that was in the church bulletin by Christ the King Church by Pope John the 23rd. The thing is, we need to stop rushing. We need to slow the clock down. We need to enjoy life. We need to connect with our family and friends and take care of ourselves. And the first solution is time out. Enjoy that moment with your friends. Whether it's today, tomorrow, I would say live the moment. You want to live that moment because you never know if that friend will be there tomorrow. They may call you on the phone and say, let's go out and have lunch. Have the lunch. Whether you have one thing in your list that says, I got to go get groceries, we'll pay the bills. Do it at that time because you never know. Will they be there in an hour? Will they be there tomorrow? Also, second solution, relax and not stress. Try to relax. Go home, enjoy it. I still remember that one instance when my husband and I took that drive. I've never been to Bodega Bay, but we took the drive, and I thought, like Southern California, you can go through the hills. Oh no, we got lost. Teresa was driving, going through Napa, thinking you can cut through the hills, ended up going through Santa Rosa, and then get to Bodega Bay. But we had that moment where we were able to make that drive, and I've never been on Highway 1. I go, oh my gosh, this highway is just going in a curve, and I said, we're never going to get back to civilization. So you don't know what it was like for me to see that first signal light and say, oh, we're back to where? Anyway, my husband had told me after we were done with that drive, he said, thank you. And that will be the one impression that will stick in my mind and in my life. Because after losing him, it's hard to just go back and relive everything again and to be able to experience life's moments. Anyway, stop rushing, enjoy your life, connect with family and friends. And what I want to do is make you understand that make your necessary changes. Don't rush, smell the roses. If you have to make a U-turn, like I've done in the past, a few weeks ago, I saw a friend's plate. You can never miss this plate. It says Paul Lupi. And made that turn, joined them for lunch. We were at Chili's, and we had a good time over there. And she was one of my friends I was working with, D&B. And also, relax. That's the main thing, is to relax, enjoy. Now I want to read a quote and share this few lines with you by Sousa. Dance as though no one is watching you. Love as though you have never been hurt before. Sing as though no one can hear you. And live